Hello guys, today I have an interesting story for you. The silence between seconds. In a city that never slept, nestled between blinking traffic lights and the hum of late night trains, lived a man named Elliot Crane. By day, he was invisible, just another office worker in a cubicle maze, answering emails and avoiding eye contact. But by night he wandered the city alone, chasing something he couldn't name. Elliot had a strange habit. Every evening at exactly 11:11 p.m., he would stop wherever he was, on a bridge, in a cafe, on a rooftop, and close his eyes. He claimed they could hear time pause, not the ticking of a clock, he once told a stranger, but the silence between the seconds, the place where time holds its breath. Most dismissed him as eccentric. Some thought he was a poet without a page, but Eliot knew what he felt. It started years ago, the night his younger brother disappeared. They were just kids, playing hide and seek in the woods near their grandparents' house. Elliot counted to 30. He searched for hours, but his brother was never found. The guilt never left him. He believed time had stolen his brother, snatched him in the exact moment between seconds when reality wavers. So every night Elliot listened. He believed that if he could catch the silence again, just once, he could step into it and bring his brother back. One fog-drenched Tuesday, something happened. Something changed. He was standing on a pedestrian bridge over the river, the city a blue of orange lights. 11:11 p.m. struck. Elliot closed his eyes, and he heard it. Not the hum of the city, not the water below, but a soundless crack, like the world exhaling. Then a voice, soft and distant. Elliot. His heart jumped. It was his brother's voice, older, deeper, but undeniably his. Follow. The bridge trembled under his feet. The air thickened, and Elliot stepped forward without knowing why. The world around him slowed. Lights froze, water stopped mid-flow. A bird in flight hung motionless in the air. He walked forward, each step echoing like thunder in the silence. A door appeared at the end of the bridge, one that hadn't been there a moment ago. Wooden, old, carved with strange symbols. He reached for the handle. Are you sure? The voice whispered again. Elliot hesitated. What if this wasn't a rescue? What if it was a trap crafted by grief? But then he thought of his brother's laughter, his stupid jokes, the way he used to squeeze Elliot's shoulder when he was scared. He turned the handle. Inside was a hallway that stretched into infinity. On either side, doors, hundreds of them. each glowing faintly. He walked slowly, heart pounding, until he saw it. The door with his brother's name attached into the wood. He opened it, and there he was, a boy no older than 10, sitting on the floor of a small room that looked like their childhood bedroom. He looked up, eyes wide. Elliot! Tears welled up in Elliot's eyes. He knelt. I've been looking for you for so long. His brother stood and hugged him tightly. The silence stirred, and suddenly Elliot was back. On the bridge, alone, the clock read 11:12 p.m. The city buzzed again. The bird flew, the river flowed. But Elliot smiled. In his hand was a drawing, one his brother had made. It was of two boys, hand in hand, walking through a forest. At the bottom scribbled in a childish handwriting, "Don't stop listening." Some say grief makes us hallucinate. Others say time is a straight line. But Eliot knows better. Between seconds, there is a silence that remembers everything we've ever lost. And if you are quiet enough, it might just speak back. Guys, I think it's a very interesting and great story. And I just have a deep emotional when I heard it first time. And also I just like to share with you. Also I just start thinking about that moment, small moment in our life when we just have some small situation and our life just creates, builds from that small moments. Not only a big moment, a big situation, but just that small piece of part of our lives, that small moment just create all our lives and we can remember it. I just like that if you have some interesting thoughts or you just can describe your emotions that just echo in your soul, in your mind when you listen this story. And have a great time, and I just try to find another interesting story for you. Good luck.